guys. Welcome back to the podcast. We are doing another round of our sauna sessions. You might remember our last episode was filmed in the not filmed. It was recorded in the sauna, not filmed. You freaks. So we are doing that again, round 2, and yeah, we're discussing all things New Year. And we're just kind of getting into some fun stuff. I don't know. I'm here with Aaron. Hi, Aaron. How you doing?
Hi.
Good?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've tried to record this a few times, but he's getting a little tired. Men need constant energy.
And reassurance.
It's exhausting. It's so exhausting. That's why so many women have unfulfilled goals being with men, I think. Because they need constant reassurance and they need constant help and care.
Yes.
And we also get so many good feelings from feeling like we've just helped them figure out how to run their lives, which is very special. We were talking about how the solstices are actually kind of more inspiring, I think, sometimes than the new year. As much as the new year can be a great time for reflecting and having resolutions, I don't think we necessarily have to go by the calendar year. Sometimes the solstices are a good place to be. And Aaron reminded me that the winter solstice is sure the shortest day of the year, but also the longest night. And as night people, I think we enjoy that. We enjoy the party of night. I do really like being a night person. Do you like being a night person?
Yeah. Night is where it happens.
Night is where the magic happens, for sure.
Day is owned by corporate America.
Day is owned by corporate America. You heard it here first. Sure. But also, I feel like some people are freaking obsessed with the day. Some people love the day. Some people eat the day's dick. I feel like there are different times of day and night that have more like that are more like basic. And then certain ones that are a little bit more kind of out there. And I don't mean the people who exist in them are basic. I just mean like the times of day themselves are basic. And then you kind of have to be basic within that time. And then you can be non-basic in the non-basic times. Like, for example, I think morning, like when people first wake up, like that 7 a.m. to like maybe a little earlier, like sunrise-ish. But that's 7 a.m., 6 a.m. to 8 a.m., 9 a.m. I feel like that time is the most basic. Like you've got people having their morning coffees, their matchas, they're getting up, they're going for runs, they're greeting the day, they're taking their supplements, they're having protein, they're blah, 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 blah. Like the sun is rising, we're human beings, we need vitamin D to function. And so everyone's like, yeah, we're in the day. And then even if you're somebody who's sleeping in late in the morning time, like you're somebody who's not like a rise and grind person, it's still so freaking basic to like get it up and scroll on your phone and be like, oh, I can't today. Like today I just have to sleep it. Like the morning just requires you to be basic no matter what you're doing, whether you're taking full advantage of it or not. And then the second most basic time I would say is like 5 to 7 p.m., like kind of happy hour after work time. You know, there's a little bit more flexibility to it, I feel, but it's like, I don't know. It's still kind of a basic time. It's like people are getting off work and everyone's driving home together. So it's like, what the hell? So everyone who's in commuter traffic, basic as hell. Even if you're like doing shift work, sometimes this is when people are starting their jobs. They're like going in for the job, you know? There's just so many things going on at that time that it's like, it's just the basic time. You don't really have a ton of freedom. Whether you're gearing up to go to work, you're coming home from work, even if you're going to hang out with friends, it's all like pre-dinner snacks, drinks, little after work events, happy hours, whatever. Like it's basic. It demands basicness from you, you know? Then you've got the third most basic time. And I think that time has got to be around 10 p.m. because it's when so many people who work 9 to 5s end up going to bed. But even if you're not someone who's going to bed at that time, even if you're planning on going out, it's like there's just not a lot of options for you. There's still more options. You've got more flexibility. You could be pre-drinking. You could be getting ready to go somewhere. You could also be, getting cozy, getting ready for bed, planning your day out for tomorrow. It's just it's a transitional time. You're either getting ready for bed or you're getting ready for the rest of your night, or, I don't know. Or you could be starting an overnight shift. But again, all of that is just kind of like this neutral zone. Then we get into the kind of more radical, free, crazy times. For me, the next one is, I would say, I guess, like 7 to 10, because it's like, who knows what you're doing. Some people are having dinner. Some people are going axe throwing. Some people are, I don't know, meeting up with friends they haven't seen in a long time and getting too carried away at dinner and staying later than they should have. And they really have to get home to their dog, but they're just being so bad. You know, some people are doing crazy shit out there. Some people are having a little bit too much fun. Some people are like, now's our time to have scheduled sex. Some people are scrolling and then realizing how long they've been scrolling for because they've been doing it since work. And oh my God, I need to get my life together. I need to go on a retreat to Peru. Mm-hmm. People are planning vacations. People are online shopping. People are doing weird stuff. People are out here just kind of like milling around. Someone somewhere is taking advantage of the fact that the public rec center closes at 10 p.m. or 9 p.m. and they're going to go right till the very bitter end, till the janitor's sweeping the floor in the sauna. Mm-hmm. You know, they're going to be there with the last two guys that are just looking to hook up and not looking to have you be there. And really, you got to get out. You got to get out of here. You got to take a shower and you got to take your leave, because these guys are really hoping that no one is going to be there, but you're there because it was your only time to work out that day. You just want to take advantage of it. So now we're getting a little crazier. Then you've got like 11 to 1 p.m. Some people are sleeping. Maybe they're having chaotic dreams. I don't know. Maybe they're tossing, they're turning. Maybe they're having a bad sleep. Maybe they're having a good sleep. We don't know. It's really up in the air for anyone who's sleeping at this time. Then you've got a lot of other people that are not sleeping. And what are they doing? Suspicious. Do they have to get up tomorrow the next day for work? Maybe. Mm-hmm. If they do, they're really missed. They're ticking talking. We know you're supposed to get 8 hours of sleep. Otherwise you're going to get dementia. And they don't care. They're out here just staying awake, scrolling. Maybe they're trying to read. They're trying to get back into books. They're trying to read again. You know, maybe they're just doing something like that. Maybe they're on a date and the date's going so well. They're like, oh my God, we're on to the third cocktail bar. I didn't even know places in the city were open at this hour. I thought this era of my life ended ages ago. Maybe they're out doing something late. And maybe it's post-concert. Maybe they went to a concert and now they're feeling bad and they're feeling fun. And oh my God, it's midnight. And then everyone starts making cute little jokes. Oh, it's actually tomorrow. I guess it's tomorrow. I guess I have to get up today. I guess I drink too much and it's today, you know? Maybe they're smoking so much weed and for some reason they can't sleep. It's actually not helping today. They got sativa instead of indica. Oh no. Now they're awake. Now they're really, oh my God, what's happening? They're binging something, you know, food or TV. They're getting into a crazy argument with their spouse and it's lasting way too long in the middle of the night and they know I have to keep it down because it's definitely quiet hours now and the neighbors can't hear. It's kind of a wild, chaotic time. Okay. So then you've got that time. Then after that, you've got lunch. Lunch is crazy. Lunch is a crazy, chaotic time. I know it's weird to have some sort of daylight hours this late down the lynch, but lunch is nuts because first of all, what time is lunch? Is it noon? Is it 1? Is it 2? Is it 3? Is it 4? We have no idea. Lunch is a crazy time. Even if you were someone who got up and seized the day and took advantage of the morning and worked out and had all the right things you were supposed to and got ready and went to work, you're still going to have a weird little bit of hysteria around lunch. Lunch is going to confuse you. Did you pack enough lunch? Did you not pack any lunch? Are you making lunch at home? Lunch is going to be kind of crazy. For a lot of women, lunch is just almonds and some weird cheese they found. Lunch is just a kind of nutso time. Sometimes you've decided that from the night before you felt disgusting and bloated, so you weren't going to have breakfast. And now lunch is a crazy time where you need to figure out what you're going to eat and you're actually starving. Are we having poke? We can start having fish again at lunch. Fish is not really allowed at breakfast unless it's smoked. But all of a sudden at lunch, the possibilities are endless. You could have oysters at lunch. Who's to say? Are you having beer at lunch? Maybe. Are you having wine? If you don't drink, are you having a second coffee? Do you have a caffeine addiction? Are you having ice cream, candy? All these options open up for lunch. It's kind of acceptable to do anything. You could stab someone at lunch. Lunch is a time where people in broad daylight, 2 p.m. got stabbed. That could happen. Lunch is chaotic. Something could go down. Something could just kind of be crazy at any hour of every day. You know, lunch is just it's a smorgasbord of who knows what. It's a lot of question marks, you know, if you are someone who didn't work that day and got up around lunchtime, you're in a freaking Alice in Wonderland fever dream. You're so confused. You have no idea what's going on around you. The day is half passed you by. You feel strange. You feel out of it. You feel like you started taking a nap in the middle of the night and woke up 2 hours later, just completely delirious and confused. Mm-hmm. If you are sitting at a desk, you're like, what freaking hour is it? And it actually doesn't make any sense to you, the hours there. The sun isn't changing. It all seems to be high noon and confusing. It's just lunch. It's just lunch. Then the next most chaotic time has to be between 2 and 4 a.m. 100% 2 and 4 a.m. We know this. This is classic chaos. This is when chaos ensues. This is when the pizza shops start to close, okay, around 3, 4 p.m. because they just can't even deal with the chaos anymore, but they want to take advantage of your chaotic energy when you come rolling into there. It could be a crazy night out. It could also be a crazy night of absolutely no sleep. You could be deep diving into the migration pattern of eels at this point and starting to realize that it's really going south and downhill pretty fast. It's 2 to 4 a.m. Now you're definitely not getting enough sleep for whatever you have to do tomorrow. And whether you've been out partying and that's the reason why, again, chaotic energy, who knows when the bar is closing, the club's closing, are you out on the street, are you peeing in a bush, are you telling a coworker that you actually hate, that you love them and you've always respected the way they're just really blunt and honest with people even though you don't feel like that? I don't know. You're doing weird stuff. You're trying new things that you maybe shouldn't be trying. But if you are at home, and even if you've had absolutely nothing in your system substance wise, now you're in this very strange place where you have no idea what rabbit hole you're down. Maybe you got so into that book that you started that, oh my God, now it's like 3 a.m. and you're reading fairy smut. Like, this is going to be the reason that you're not awake tomorrow. That's absolutely insane, right? 2 to 4 a.m. is crazy. If you're sharing 2 to 4 a.m. with someone else, it's also crazy. If you're still up fighting with that partner, it's like, oh my God, should we maybe get a divorce? Is it time to get a divorce? It's 3 a.m. Maybe you start having a snack. Now, if you're home alone, or you're home with a partner, or you're home with a roommate, or you're home with a friend, and you guys start cooking around 2 to 4 a.m., nothing about that meal is any part nutritious. It's hot chocolate. It's jalapeno poppers. It's something you found in the bottom dredges of your freezer and went, oh my God, we have this. It's a crazy smorgasbord of fridge and freezer garbage that you found. Maybe you're making a run to your city's only 24-hour grocery store, just feeling bad, just feeling naughty, just feeling like a little kid getting away with something, having a sleepover and your parents don't know that you're still awake eating cheesies out of the bag. It's just crazy. And then the most chaotic time of all has got to be between about 4 to 6 a.m. Because what kind of fucking hours are those? What kind of fucking hours are those? What kind of fucking hours 5 a.m.? First of all, if you are waking up at 5 a.m., if you are someone waking up at 5 a.m. to start your day and start your life, you're a psychopath. You're a psychopathic person. This is the time serial killers get up to hide bodies, okay? This is the time where people who are dedicated to making millions of dollars in crypto are waking up. This is a time where people who have not gone to sleep yet are going, oh my God, my life is not going the way I wanted it to. This is the time where you realize just how crazy the world can be, especially when the sun has not risen yet between those hours. If the sun is rising, I respect that some people are on their circadian rhythm bullshit and they're trying to get up with the sunrise. Okay, I understand that's not as chaotic. We'll put you more into morning time with that. But if the sun has not yet risen, and we're talking 4:30 a.m., like 4:30 a.m., because sometimes the sun can rise at 5 and 6. So honestly, I just feel like specifically 4:30 in the morning. It's 4:45 in the morning.
I hate that.
Is truly the craziest time to even be alive. If you are sleeping, you are having the most fucked up dreams or the best sleep of your life. And isn't that just chaotic in itself? Like the fact that you're just sleeping away while some people are still outside. You're inside sleeping and some people are still outside running around awake. Crazy. Some people are waking up. Some people are going to bed. And both those people are fucked. That's the thing. Sometimes if people are going to sleep at an hour and some people are waking up, you're like, only one of those persons is fucked. You know? Like if you're going to bed at 1 a.m., that's not fucked. But if you're waking up at 1 a.m., that's fucked. You either have like the weirdest shift in the world or it's just crazy. Like nobody's waking up at 1 a.m. But if you're waking up and going to bed at 4:45, either of those, truly insane person, truly psychopathic energy, truly just absolutely off the chain, cuckoo, crazy town, banana rails. That is just not for any living person at all. That is a time for insects. That is the insect hour.
Birds love that time.
Birds and insects. Let them go at it. Let them have their moment.
Birds go crazy for like 20 minutes before the sun rises.
Well, give it to the birds.
Yeah,
The birds are dinosaurs. Birds are prehistoric. Do you really want to be associating yourself with animals that are freaking prehistoric? Prehistoric animals and the insects that they feed on?
Mm-hmm.
That is their hour. Do not disturb that hour that is for them.
Let them have it.
And that, I would say, is the order of most basic to chaotic hours of day and night.
You nailed that.
Thank you.
That was great.
I appreciate that.
Good rant.
Thank you, honey. It's crazy, though, to think about all of it that you're doing every day. Every day you're having those hours. You're having some version of those hours. And then I'm also having 4 stages of a period cycle. What? That's
in addition to this?
That's unfair.
Yeah.
That's unfair. We've decided, we're only going to record during ovulation. Okay, what time? 4:45 a.m.? Do you want me to go crazy?
Mm-hmm. So
Lunchtime?
many cycles.
What?
So many cycles happening at the same time.
There's so many cycles overlapping. It's like the craziest Venn diagram you've ever seen. They did not know in school when they taught us Venn diagrams that they were actually just teaching us a metaphor for all of the times, body phases, hormonal changes, ages, cycles of our life, just constantly intersecting like atoms, bouncing off each other, like electrons, just pass between each other. Nebulae. I don't know. God.
God.
Life is crazy.
Yeah.
When's your personal favorite time of the day?
I'd say like 12:30 to 1:30
a.m.?
Yeah.
God, good time.
It's like my favorite.
It's party time.
Yeah.
Party time. It's my favorite when I know I don't have to go to bed right away.
100,000,000%.
When I know that there's still time to enjoy my night.
Yeah, 12:30 to 1:30 is like the best time, and then you're like, I have to go to bed now.
I know.
Even though it's like I just started having like the best part of my day.
I know.
So we're in the best part of your day is like right before bed.
I know. Well, I think isn't that called like not time theft. That's when you like take time from your corporate job. It's like
Timeline.
procrastinate. It's like sleep procrastination or something. It's where you like you want more time. You're trying to get some of your own time back, and the only time you can get that is like late at night when you're not sleeping.
Oh.
So you procrastinate sleep.
Yeah, it's like a little time Robin Hood.
Yeah, it's like
You steal from the rich and give to the poor.
Yeah, exactly. You're trying to take like you're trying to have some autonomy over your life and your time, and your you try to stay awake just so that you have like some time left of your day to enjoy. Sad.
Did you ever see, I don't want to hijack this, but did you ever see
go
that
ahead.
movie with everyone had the time? It was like a remake of an older movie, but everyone had the time on their wrists, and that was like how much time you had left on Earth, and if it like ran out, you would die.
Whoa, no, I didn't.
You
That
never
sounds
saw
scary.
this?
No.
It's pretty cool. So like everyone looks 24 because your clock doesn't start till you're 24.
Okay.
And then when you turn 24, you have like, I don't know, say like 100 days or something. And then you need to start immediately getting a job where they pay you in like seconds and hours.
Oh, wow.
And then like the bus costs a minute, a taxi costs a couple of minutes, and like obviously rich people have like 1,000 years.
Wow.
And poor people are like, I have 40 minutes left.
That's so scary.
How could you bum like 10 minutes? And it's like time was currency.
That's a great concept.
It was pretty cool, but they cast it pretty wrong.
Oh, wow.
They put Olivia Munn and Justin Timberlake.
Jesus Christ.
I know, it was pretty
Not
weird.
the people that you want.
No, but it was a remake. I think there was an older version of it.
Was anyone surprised when Justin Timberlake turned out to be a douche?
No, I was surprised he had a small penis.
I'm not.
Interesting that you're not.
You know what? I did think about that the other day when we were watching the SNL Christmas reruns and we were watching Dick in a Box.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way that box would be perching on that thing.
Yeah.
Be
Dick
slipping
in the
right
Box
out.
is different now.
Dick in a Box is different now.
Interesting. He has so much bravado and like mojo. It's like, I guess he's compensating.
He's a theater kid. He was a young theater kid. He was literally like 3 or 4 years old, wasn't he? Like in Bernie.
Yeah.
If you are a young pop star or a young theater kid, the ego that you get on that, because women do see that as like a sort of sensitivity in a way because you're an artist. So you're not afraid to be like silly and like
Sing-songy.
and sing-songy and like not super masculine, and
Yeah.
all women love women. I know that we all say all men are gay, and they are. And I also think that's the reason that if there is a God, there's a prostate in the butthole, because I really think that you can, why would you have your orgasm center in the butthole if it wasn't meant to be stimulated? I just think I actually think gayness is the most natural thing. And same thing with lesbianism. Like, women love the qualities of other women.
Yeah.
It's also why we get so mad at other women, because other women can hurt us way more than men can, because we feel deeper bonds and connections with them, I think. And then we also are like, I don't know, we're all trying to like groom ourselves to be, I don't know, maybe like beautiful or aesthetically pleasing, and we can admire that in other women. Like we like to look at each other, we like to be around each other. We're attracted to each other. We like to laugh with each other. We laugh with each other more than we laugh with men. We love it.
Mm-hmm.
We love it. And our, I guess it's not main, because there's like 3 places that women can have orgasms, or maybe there's more. I've seen different informational videos on this.
Mm-hmm.
But the clitoris is on the outside of the body.
But so is the head of the penis.
Whatever. The clitoris is on the outside of the body, which means you do not need a penis to stimulate it.
Yeah, but you can also orgasm internally.
Yeah, but who's doing that?
Who got time? I always remember Mansers being like, you can make a woman come from touching her tits.
Ew.
Yeah, that was a really weird
So
one.
bad. I hate that. Just makes sex.
Haven't you heard this before?
Yes, I have, but it just makes sex feel like a race. Sex should not be a race.
I ain't never heard anyone who's
Ain't
done
nothing like. Yeah, I've never heard of that either.
that. I've never met anyone who's come from their breasts.
Yeah, Aaron, obviously frickin' not.
But then why do they always jam that misinformation down our throats?
I don't know, but there are species of lizards that are literally all female, and they just keep cloning each other, and they like replicate sex with each other, and then they're just clones of each other. And sometimes I feel like that's how we were meant to live. And then men could just go off and be gay together and would have a great time and feel really good and really fulfilled, and they'd get to talk about all the man things that they want to do. And I also think that's why women are attracted to men who have like more feminine qualities. Like they always say, I want a man who's in touch with my emotional side. It's like, you want a woman.
Yeah, women love gay guys. I can tell you're not ovulating anymore because you become a feminist.
Oh, yeah, so true. When I'm ovulating, I'm like, I don't know. I just want to kiss.
Yeah.
When I'm not ovulating, I'm like, I can think clearly now. I want to go through menopause. I don't care about this.
Women are not the... Yeah. Women are the answer.
Let's be clear. I'm always a feminist.
It's obviously...
But
You're always a
ovulation does
feminist.
cloud the judgment a little.
You're like, why don't you even need men at all?
Yeah, I start to feel like I'm starting to get more empowered in my luteal phases.
That's good.
I'm kind of like, I feel my rage and I don't care about what anyone thinks of me. And I actually think
channeling your rage.
the world would be better if we just split off and men with men and women with women. Wouldn't that be fun?
Isn't that what menopause is like?
Apparently menopause is awesome because you lose all the elasticity in your skin, your muscles fall off, you feel like,
Sounds awesome.
yeah, you feel, no, it is. Do you know why it's awesome? Because you don't care. All this stuff happens to your face and body, and all these years that you spent trying to maintain it and uphold it, and you actually just don't care.
Nice.
I can't wait.
Like Pamela Anderson.
Pamela. Yeah.
Right?
I can't wait to not care.
Yeah, she gave in. She's like, I don't care.
Well, let's be clear. Pamela Anderson's like one of the most beautiful people on the planet, and she just decided to not wear makeup. I don't know that she's doing anything.
All the incels come for her.
They do?
Yeah.
Who?
Men.
I've literally never seen any man come for her.
Red pill men.
Because you're not wearing makeup?
Yeah.
Okay. What side of the internet are you on? I'm starting to realize that you and I are on very different sides of the internet. You're like, I was on Mansers and they said that she could orgasm
Mansers was
from her
TV.
tits.
Mansers was TV, and when you're a kid, it's one of the only places you can see like even a hint of boob.
Oh.
And it's pretty fun.
And see, that's another thing why I think that women don't actually like men is that I never tried to see a penis.
You weren't dying for it?
No.
Interesting.
And boobs look like butts. With no nipple.
Interesting. That's another reason men are gay.
Just something to think about.
They're just checking out more butts. Do you think liking butt makes you gay?
No. Or yes. I don't know.
Or yes.
I just like my theory, okay? And I mean, like,
That's a good theory.
obviously, I think, I mean, I'm with you, so I'm with a man.
Barely.
Barely.
Yeah, your whole family's like, he's a soft man.
We love that you're feminine.
Your 12-year-old niece is like, he's a guy, but like
It's like a girl.
he's like a girl guy. Like he's like one of the girls, but he's not like one of the girls. He's like
He's a girl.
not guy, but not a girl. I'm like, what am I?
It's good to not fit into that many
It
boxes.
is nice. They like to hang.
And obviously a lot of what I'm talking about is the basics around masculinity and femininity that we have decided. But I do think it is interesting to notice how if we really wanted to, we wouldn't need each other.
Me and you?
No, men and women.
You think so?
I know so.
I think men need women.
I
I think women don't need men.
I don't know. I think men need other men. If they built each other up.
That's true. That's why I like king.
Yeah, I love that you say king.
I like calling each other king because I want to empower my fellow men. And I love queen too.
Yeah.
Because I love the matriarchy.
You do love the matriarchy.
Yeah.
That's
I
one
want
thing
to
I love about
empower
you.
everyone.
Wow. I feel like I'm listening to you third grade social studies speech. Let's bring back king and queen.
But everyone should be king and queen. No more monarchs.
I also like when you when it's that it's not like gender specific. I like that anyone can be a king and anyone can be a queen. It's just kind of
100%.
like what works in the moment, you know?
Yeah, I said
Someone could be a king and also a queen, and someone could be a queen and also a king.
100%.
Queen, king, queen, king, king,
King of queens and queens of kings.
100%.
It
It makes it fun. Makes it easy to throw around for anyone.
Thank you to your little niece, and she's like, "Thank you, queen." She's like, "Thank you, queen."
I like, yeah, she says, thank you, queen, back. You're a queen.
I know. I'm like, okay.
Love to be a queen.
Respect.
Queen is the highest of all compliments.
It kind of empowered me
Did it?
when she called me a queen.
You were like, I am a queen.
Yeah.
See, this is what we
feel
need.
like a femme queen.
Feel like a femme queen. We just need this. We just need need the fluidity of all of it.
I think the new generation is a lot more fluid.
That's a good thing.
I think
People
they're
are
a
really
lot more
scared of it, but I think
non-binary.
it's such a good thing.
Yeah, I think gender may be eradicated one day.
And you know what? For the people who are like, oh,
may be, I don't
everyone's
know.
sensitive and everyone's there. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Some people are sensitive. Some people are just discovering themselves, and that makes you more sensitive. And to those, I would say, when you were discovering that you were an incel, weren't you very sensitive about the fact that you weren't having sex with women? Of course, you're still
Me?
sensitive about it. Not you.
I was not.
Any man, not you, Aaron.
Because I was a vol
Aaron.
cell. Okay.
Stop it.
Sorry.
I'm talking about any man who turns around and gets angry at anybody for being too sensitive or too that or too.
Yeah.
And you know what I also say to that? Guess what? There's going to be dicks in every category. There's going to be bitches in every category. There's going to be fucking losers in every category. There's losers in all the categories. It does not matter who you are as a person, how you identify, what side of the political spectrum. There are going to be people that are actually all right, decent people. And there are going to be people that are frickin' losers in every category.
That's true.
So align yourself with whatever you want to based on whatever you believe in. And obviously there's more losers in
Just
some
don't
categories.
Yeah.
But there's also some categories where a lot of people are actually not frickin' losers. They're nice people. And then maybe you've met one or two where you've put weird projections on them and you've decided that they're losers, and maybe they are, maybe they're not.
Yeah.
And some people are just flat out fucking losers.
It's true.
There's losers everywhere. You can't determine an entire group of people based on like one loser that you know or saw online or saw on Mansers or whatever. And also, if you are on one side of the spectrum, then your whole internet and algorithm is very, has a vested interest in showing you the specific losers or extremists from other groups that you're not in to form your opinion and form it stronger.
Yep.
So just be careful. You got to be careful about the way that you think about other people. And I'm particularly talking to anybody who has too much to say about people who live their lives more fluidly or alternatively or whatever you think is weird. Like, I get it. Sometimes you meet people and you're like, that's the most whack ass weird opinion I've ever heard. It sounds like it's taking into account privilege, but it's actually not. It's really fucking, I don't know, wool over your eyes nonsense. But there's also a lot of really cool people in a lot of categories. And I think I see that a lot with the kids that I know. And I don't know, they're funny and like they're not afraid to make mistakes and they're not afraid to say the wrong thing, but they're also, I don't know, allowing for maybe more wiggle room and flexibility and people and who they want to be or what they want to say.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So we're forming our algorithms, but the algorithm's also being formed by us, and it's kind of forming us into certain boxes.
100% it is.
It's interesting.
And if you don't see that, I mean, I think that's insane, right?
Yeah, 100%. But I think it's easy to let it carry you.
Of course.
Like, so solidify your box. If you're like fluidly in between a few boxes,
yeah,
could easily radicalize you.
If we're
because
not,
it'll show you the extremes of all the boxes, and you'll be like, oh wow, that's a bad box. I don't want to be there. And then
yep.
Yeah.
And if we've seen anything about anyone, it's that people love to be radicalized. They say they don't, but they do.
That's kind of true.
They love to be radicalized because radicalization means that you have a clear and specific enemy.
Yes.
You have someone to make fun of.
Yes.
You have someone to be the butt of your jokes. You have somebody to collectively get together and laugh at, and it goes all angles.
Yeah.
It goes
you share
all
it with people.
angles.
You're not an outsider.
Yeah.
And then you're part of something.
And it's gone there even deeper and more intricately with everyone's views and opinions and politics being online and also being such a big source of debate. Like, for example, it would be very, very difficult for me to see good in somebody who didn't think I had a right to my own body, like a right to abortion. But that doesn't mean they've never done a nice thing. That doesn't mean that they're a terrible person all the time. But even that feels gross coming out of my mouth because I don't like that. I don't like that someone would ever assume I didn't have a right to my body. But the truth is I didn't live in that person's entire existence. I wasn't there when they were born, when they were raised, what their parents taught them, all the lessons they got growing up, the things that solidified that, the ways they've been hurt, the ways they've, formed certain bonds, the good experiences, the bad experiences. Like, you can't really know someone's whole life and why they got to the place they got to. And the truth is that if you did know all of those things, you could maybe come to the conclusion like, yep, that's just a typical loser in that group that I don't respect.
Yeah.
For sure. There's definitely some people where even after knowing a lot about them, I'm like, you're a loser on all ends of the spectrum. But there is also a chance that you might see it as a lot more complicated.
100%. Sometimes you meet someone, you're like really vibing, really get along, and then they might say one thing that's like, oh my god. And then you're like, I thought, you think you know someone
100%,
and then they like align with one thing,
and
you're like, what?
It's become tougher.
Then you question the whole relationship.
Yep, it's become tougher and tougher to be friends that don't align with you on the things that we find fundamental and important. But you can also kind of understand why, because these issues are being dissected at such a higher level than they ever were. Like any issue, like for example, when the vaccine came out and a lot of us just got vaccinated, we were like, of course, it's what we do. We get vaccinated.
And then you kind of assume that the people around you are getting vaccinated.
100%.
And then some of your friends are like, I didn't get vaccinated. And you're like, oh shit.
And then all of a sudden you find this belief that you never knew existed. And then you start reading all of the articles, and for me, it's like, all of my articles were on why vaccination is so important, why it's always been important, why it's always been relevant, how long it's actually been in development, why it's important to take it, what other diseases have been eradicated by it. And anything that was like anti-vaxxer was just people saying like, oh, vaccines give you autism. So I really wasn't seeing the other side in any other light than just unintelligent, uneducated, and just ill-informed and careless. That was how anti-vaxxers were painted in my algorithm.
And yeah, but we also painted them as like the big, broad anti-vax, which was supposed to be a negative.
100%. But then at the same time, if you actually talk to people about why they're anti-vax, I actually have talked with someone in the States who had all of those kind of crazy, erratic views, and we had a conversation. And by the end of it, I actually think it was a good conversation of me really sharing my strong opinions and them sharing theirs. Yeah. It didn't change my mind at all, but I felt like I was actually talking to a human being. That's and nice. Before, when the conversation started, I felt like I was talking to one of those articles.
That's a good point.
I felt like I was talking to the archetype of this person. Yeah. And then I started to actually talk to that person. And if we take away the fact that we're people, if we put people and we say, you're an article, you're a this, you're a
headline.
Yeah. And I mean, it's happening obviously on the other end too. You see people being like, oh, everyone with blue hair is non-binary and uses bug pronouns and like, hey, whatever. And it's like, I've never even met anyone who uses bug pronouns. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
What are bug pronouns?
I don't know. I don't know. It's like my pronouns are bug or something. And I'm just like, I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
I dated someone who was non-binary and was so chill about it and was like, yeah, it's just for me. I just feel more confident and comfortable in myself when people say they, and if they don't get it right, that's okay. And it's just something I'm working through. Like, yeah, I'm sure there are crazy radical weirdos in every category, just because there's crazy radical weirdos of people in every corner of the world.
Yeah.
But if you just assume something about someone based on one stance, one thing, I don't know. I think we're missing out. I think we're doing the thing that we've always done, and we're just creating enemies for ourselves because we do really like being radicalized.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
We all kind of experienced that with COVID.
Mm-hmm.
We all had friends come out.
I was so mad at anyone who wouldn't get the vaccine.
Yeah, no, and they were like,
I was so
but
mad.
It's like people you loved.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I guess most people I loved got the vaccine, but I was dating someone at the time whose dad wouldn't. And
we all had family.
Yeah, people had family. It prevented people from being around kids, from traveling.
Yeah, we all had family. We were all.
Yeah.
And that was just like the one thing we were all dealing with collectively.
Yeah.
That everyone had a stake in and everyone had an opinion on.
Right.
And we couldn't all agree on anything. Most of us.
I know.
Humans don't face adversity that well sometimes.
But we love it.
And we do really like talking about it.
We love it. Like we were just talking, it's like when you go home for the holidays, it's like your family loves talking about the things that are wrong with other people in their family or other people in their community.
It's true.
They love being like, that neighbor, she's a bitch.
But when you go away, people are always like, is that fun for you? They don't even know how to like, you're going home for Christmas. They're like, is that, should I celebrate or be sad for you?
Should I be sorry for you that you're going home for Christmas?
And
I'm like, I really like it, but it's like, it is.
A lot of people don't like it because they have a lot of weird family.
Yeah, who sit around and talk about all the things that are wrong with other people around them. Like, we really gravitate towards what's negative, bad. I think we just, all of us collectively think the negative is smarter.
Interesting.
Like there's a classic quote about comedy that comedy is just like finding what you're angry at and then talking about it.
Yeah, being negative, being cynical is the...
Being cynical is seen as more intelligent. It's seen as more...
The advocate, right? The devil's advocate.
Mm-hmm. It's seen as somebody who's got their finger on the pulse. They're thinking about things more critically, or they're not taking themselves too seriously, but they're angry, and let them be angry. And I get it. Sometimes I feel at my funniest when I'm really impassioned about something.
Yeah, and if you just agree and go along with things, you're kind of an idiot.
Yeah.
They see you as...
Yeah, just like a humdrum... regular Joe, pleasant, silly. There's a reason why if I told you to think of like an absolute idiot right now, you'd probably picture someone with a smile on their face.
I know. What the hell? A happy person.
Yeah.
And then a miserable guy who hates everything.
You're like, that guy's smart.
Genius.
Yeah.
Fuck, is he smart? He hates everything.
Yeah.
What?
Daft and happy.
Ignorance is bliss.
I guess.
In a way.
I actually, I think ignorance is bliss, but I think trying to find positivity, belief in yourself, and actual happiness is very courageous and very hard.
If you're so ignorant, you just have it. You don't even need to look for it.
Yeah. I'm not talking about that, though. I think being an intelligent, because that's ignorant. Now you're just saying that like stupid people are happy, which is true a lot of the time.
So true.
But what I'm talking about is like, if you are a person who understands all of the terrible things that are going on and still tries to be optimistic and positive, that is like a very radical courage that I think should be celebrated. That's a difficult thing to do. To look at all of the issues, to look at so many problems in your own life, in the lives of others, in the lives of people who you've never even met, in the news, like to be able to be informed, which means to understand the full scope of the terrible things going on in the world, and to still choose and actively work towards being positive and optimistic is very difficult. It's a huge challenge.
Interesting. Yeah.
To succeed in that, I think, is a great feat of mental strength.
I take those things in and then I don't actually try to find the positive.
But it's not even about...
I try to understand it.
Sure.
And then you call me a Darren.
But I don't think it's about trying to find the positive. It's not about trying to make a bad situation positive. It's not about trying to say, oh, you just got divorced? Well, smile because one day you'll be happy when you're single. Like, it's not really about trying to convince people to be positive. It's allowing the bad stuff to be there and then just deciding that you're still going to work on an optimistic approach to life anyway. While understanding and feeling and being okay with the bad stuff too.
I agree with that.
You push the bad stuff away too much, it'll come back and creep up on you, or you'll just get known as somebody who no one can take seriously because you're trying to ignore bad things so much.
I agree that.
You know, not ignore them, to have them, to hold them, and to contain multitudes and still be able to work on being positive and finding the good is hard. It's a classic glass half empty, glass half full conversation. People have been having it forever. But I think the more access to information that we've gotten, like years and years ago, you could choose to surround yourself with more positive people and go to the library and read books about, I don't know, positive facts and feel better about yourself, right? Like, yeah, exactly. It would be maybe easier to curate a world in which you saw the information you wanted to see. Now you're going to get flooded with information that you might not want to see. You could linger on a video about Mariana's Trench for too long, and then all of a sudden they're like, these are the top 15 darkest, deepest lakes with the biggest ghost stories you've ever met. And then all of a sudden that turns in, and then you get curious about that. And then all of a sudden that turns into like, these are the top haunted towns with massacres and murder. Like, the more that we get curious about the morbidity of things, the more information we get, the more negative information we have sitting with us. And a radical thing to do is, in the face of all of that shit just flying at us every single day, is to still try and find light and hope and positivity while not denying that the shit is there. It's like trying to blow up your pool floaty and get on the lake of shit and still enjoy your picnic. You know?
What a weird analogy.
I don't know.
Trying to blow up the pool floaty and get on your lake of shit and trying not to what?
Try to enjoy your picnic.
Try to enjoy your picnic on the pool floaty?
I don't know, man.
Are you floating or having a picnic?
Yeah.
A shitnic. Boy, this is a beautiful lake of shit I'm on. God damn, good thing my floaty is nice and blowing.
Watermelon floaty.
That's nice.
Fun. That's hard.
It is hard to do.
Because it stinks around you and it doesn't look that great.
But you're happy to be there.
Well, maybe you're looking at, maybe the sky's really blue that day.
It could be at work.
You're looking at the sky.
The sky's blue. But boy, does it stink like shit.
I'm not saying it was my best analogy. It's just what came to my head.
It's a good
So
one.
I think with that, we're gonna sign off for the evening.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody for listening to the podcast. I'm sorry for how that ended.
Our lake of shit.
Thank you for blowing up your pool floaty and floating along the river of shit with us. Paddling out to sea.
Yeah, do an inventory of your algorithm. I think that's a smart thing to do.
Yeah, I think this year really...
You almost need to like meditate with your algorithm.
Yeah.
Let things come into you.
I actually think a couple, for anyone who feels like they struggle with their phone, a good thing to do maybe this January is to spend and time yourself a conscious couple of hours curating the type of things you want to see and actually like going through your phone, because I feel like we open our phones to just wasteland of whatever pops up for us. We let our phone dictate what we're doing in there, and I think we need to have more control over what we're doing over it. So whether that's changing it to black and white mode, which is what Aaron has done multiple times,
That's good.
whether that's moving your apps around to be somewhere where like you can't get at them as much, and then also maybe going on your social media and consciously unfollowing people that don't feed anything into your life and following people.
You can also reset your
might.
algorithm too. You can reset your your history.
Yep, resetting your history.
It's like fresh.
Doing
it's
any of that.
fun.
I think that would be a really powerful way to take control back of the devices that are giving us a lot of things that we're not even choosing to have anymore. Because that's scary. Sometimes you're now developing beliefs and ideas based on things that you didn't even choose. They just were there when you opened your phone. So
yeah, if less phone isn't in your New Year's algorithm, New Year's resolution, then you're so deep in the lake of shit that you don't even know what you're.
You don't even have a floaty, man. You're just in
floaty.
there. You're drowning.
You're eating it and you're smiling.
But even if it isn't that, I think trying to have control over what you're seeing is important, because your phone is a constant advertisement. And maybe not for a specific product, but it's an advertisement for a way of thinking that you don't have control over. Just like, our moms in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s did not have control over the billboards they were seeing of skinny supermodels that taught them to hate their bodies. In a similar way, we don't really have control when we open our phone. But the fun thing about the phone is we can change that. We can teach our phone that we want to see more of things that fuel us in different ways and less of things that don't. So I think that's like a good thing to take forward into the new year. And I hope y'all have a chaotic next few lunches. I hope lunch gets weird and chaotic for you guys. I hope you eat some crazy stuff and I hope you enjoy it. Life's too short not to enjoy a chaotic lunch. Make it a fun meal of the day. Go Dutch with it. Make it the biggest meal of the day. The Dutch love lunch. They're freaks. But yeah, have fun with it. Thanks for tuning in. This is our final sauna session of the Ontario pods, 2025 season. And we love you all. If you have any questions, please email askthepodcass@gmail.com or follow us on Instagram at askthepodcass. And we will see you next time. Bye, honeys.
Love you.